What up, family? CTR Media Network. Yeah. Best in the biz. Yeah. Join the team. CTR is who we are, the media network, that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above par. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself. Your health is here, we got it. Reaching 350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network, start the show.
Thanks to her, my podcast.
We got it. Reaching 350 million, they tuning in.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
Hey Think Fam, it's your favorite host, Michael Finkley, and you can listen to us on CTR Media Network. Go listen in.
And I'm Nicole with Conversations with Nicole. You can join me Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on all of my streaming platforms.
Well, Nikki, don't forget about the Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network.
Join us.
Make a way just when I feel.
From the season's hit movie, The Color Purple, is Fantasia, forming Superpower. Now available on all streaming platforms.
These lost lands, I kept my faith in us. No way, no days I didn't think about you.
It's alright.
Hey family, it's gospel artist Marcus Jordan, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
Everything, it will be okay.
On the next Michael Finkley, our exclusive interview with Dr. Kendall Taylor, the former drug dealer and felon, how these events prepare you for your future. Being married to Fantasia, what did she teach you about you? Are you proud of yourself? Monday's Finkley.
There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go, doing the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now y'all, my next guest, I had to come on location for this. This is the first in-house interview for 2024, and I had to come all the way to Charlotte, North Carolina for this amazing interview. He has grown to be a brother, literally, truly. He is the CEO and co-founder of Salute First. He is none other than Dr. Kendall Taylor. How are you? Oh my gosh. Through the texting, through the phone calls, we finally get to see each other in person.
Oh, thank you. It's time, man.
Everything is time. I am super excited to be with you today and just chatting with you. And you can just see, y'all, I wish you were here, like the glory. Definitely the glory. We've seen you on social media, and we've seen what you're about, and we want to dive into a lot of different things because you have a lot of different hats that you wear. But how would you describe you? Who is Dr. Kendall Taylor?
That's different. I would say a man surrendered to the Most High. I'm gonna leave it right there. Just completely surrendered, man, and all that comes with it. You know, heavy is the head that wears the crown, but I'm definitely a God-fearing man of redemption. and absolutely fearless. I don't fear anything or anyone but God. And so here we go.
That's rare for people to say that. I've never heard people say it so confidently. I don't fear anything but God.
I know who He is in my life. Like I didn't find God in a church, even though I was at church. I grew up in church. I sung in the choir, I did the usher vibration. You know what I mean? Cleaned away all the communion at the church, and pocketed all the bread. You know what I mean? Grape juice galore. But I found God in two unique places. And one was a night that I was about to get kidnapped. And then when I caught my last charge in 2007, there were two moments in my life where there's nothing you could tell me. There's nothing you could tell me about whether God through Christ is real because of what He's done in my life. And so at that point, man, I look at my surroundings and my universe different, man. If God be for me, man, so I'll jump. I'll go to that cliff, man, and I'll jump. I won't debate. I'm not going to patty cake and hesitate. I'll jump. So it changes the perspective on how I look at life. Yeah. I'm not pump faking through manhood.
So let's go back, right? Because we're going to talk about these different phases of your life,
Take
right?
your time.
Phase one, right? In hearing your story, single parent, raised by a single parent, 3-time felon.
Indeed.
You sold drugs.
A couple of them.
Been in jail several
times.
times, right? How do these different events in your life contribute to who you are today?
It's like we teach a salute, bro. We say there is no loss when a lesson is extracted. Right? I've never taken a loss in my life, but I've had some very painful and very costly and expensive lessons. So that's why I say no matter whether you go to college or not, life gonna make you pay the tuition.
Oh,
one way or the other, right?
Keep saying one more time. Listen.
Whether you go to college or not, life is still gonna make you pay tuition. I think it shaped me. I grew up being very fearful. No authority in my home, no cover, no protection. And though it's worse now, I still saw the violence. I saw drugs. I saw, that dynamic of boyhood and manhood and the crux of that. And I was very fearful. I got bullied a lot. I got picked on a lot, man. I don't even think I got my first fair fight or a good one-on-one till I was like halfway through junior high, man, like 8th grade, 9th grade, right? So then what most boys in my predicament do is you try to become that which you fear, right? There's no emotional guidance and sometimes leverage to go through those experiences. And so I became that which I feared. I became violent. I ain't gonna say I was feared. That was never the vibration, and I didn't bother nobody. But if it comes, it gonna come. And that took me down a certain path that I think was necessary in order for me to do that which I'm doing now. I think there's a lot of positive and very much needed organizations and movements around prison reform, juvenile justice, que sera. But when you got a lived experience and you've been able to be down the barrel of a gun, like I've been shot multiple times, to be at that deep end of it, but then also be able to experience on the other side of the paradigm incredible success and where millions are commonplace. That gives you a landscape. Now remember, I'm surrendered to God. That gives you a landscape to look at manhood, to look at life, to look at husbandry, to look at fatherhood, to look at socioeconomic conditions, to look at incredible opportunity. I look at things from a completely different dynamic. And I believe those all combined in a cocktail we call Salute First is why we're having the impact that we have. So I don't regret a felony. I don't regret a charge. I don't regret a night sleeping in a crack house no more than I regret the house that I live in now. I ain't got survivor's remorse. We prayed for this. We labored for this. I enjoy the comforts of my home. But at the same time, I tell my wife all the time, I look at life through a completely different lens. I keep my wife and my kids away as best possible from the evil and ugliness of this world while I tiptoe back and forth on a regular basis. Because I live in a beautiful, beautiful home, but I'm constantly in the prisons. I have a very comfortable lifestyle, but I go into the disadvantaged areas to create pathways centers for these young boys and these young girls. So I see life differently than my family. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, the rest is yet to be determined and quantified, but we believe over the next several years we're going to make the type of impact that you can see on paper.
Gotcha.
That's what we got.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Kendall, you said that you don't regret it. You don't regret it. Why? Because so many people look back in their lives like, oh, I wish I would have did this differently. I'm ashamed of this and that and the other. But how can you sit there and boldly say, I don't regret any of it?
you never know what you have until you realize what you got. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a movie buff, right? I'm a movie guy. I don't watch a lot of TV. Like, I like movies, right? So I like sci-fi movies as well. And a lot of these movies stay with me. A lot of these movies, right, that deal with time travel is, you bouncing back and forth between two different paradigms, right? Similar to my life. But in those movies, if you go to the past and you change one thing, you move a cup, you stop an accident from happening, it will completely alter the future, i.e. the present, right? So I believe that. I believe if I go back and I do graduate from high school, right? Would I be Dr. Kendall Taylor? If I go back and I don't get shot, will I have a passion for gun violence? If I was the best father I could have been at age 15 years old, how would I relate to some of these young fathers out there who are looking for guidance? I can't go back and say, boom, scratch all of that. If I go back and say I have a regret, I say God made a mistake. And he's not the author of confusion. So I have to accept it, right? If I'm still here and I'm still breathing, because I know cats that got shot in the leg and bled out and died. I got a bullet in my lung to this day, in my lung. I know cats that got hit in little weird places and they bleed. Nah, if I go back and say that I regret something in my life, then I say God made a mistake. I would never do that. I made something he had. That's pretty much a period for me, bro. Right. Salute.
Where does salute come from?
I was just doing it for years, man. Like, me and my wife got this picture, the first outing I went. She set me up, though. She wanted me to come to her birthday party. So I'm thinking, I talk about it in the book. I'm thinking cake, ice cream, some cupcakes, a little bit of Patron. Man, she got 112 on stage, tweet, DC, go back. It was overwhelming for me. I'm proud. Long story short, you go all the way back to that first picture we ever took. I'm saluting. But I was going to the gym one day, and I walked in, and there was a white guy walking past me. He said, good morning. I said, good morning. And I never forget, it was this Asian dude walking past me. He was so swole. I was like, I didn't know they make it like that. You know what I'm saying? He nodded his head, I nodded my head. But then a brother started walking past me. I'm sizing him up, he's sizing me up. We don't speak, like we showing each other fangs. And I go sit in the locker room and I feel convicted. I said, at least in our community, this thing we call culture, we'll speak and give everybody else a pass or make concessions. But when we come across our own, somebody we don't know, we go into a defense mechanism and we prepare ourselves for what? I said, nah. And then I tied that to a song, I think it's Biggie or something like that, when you say shoot first, ask questions last. Nah, we need to salute first and ask questions last. Number one, you a man, you trying to get the same thing I'm trying to get. You up against the same opposition I'm up against. You desire a peaceful life for your children and for your mother to have her golden year the same way that I do. Let's start there. But we don't start there. We start with your wife. We start with the woman on your side. We start with stuff that really does not matter in the superficial. We never start with the contents of that man. So we have millions of empty encounters through life. We miss everything life is supposed to be about. We miss all of the beauty we damn sure missed lesson after lesson and wisdom after wisdom because you caught up. So with salute first, the cornerstone, we're gonna start. Every time I see a brother, I'm gonna salute. So now, ever since that day, if I walk past a black man, I speak to him, I say, good morning, black man. I want you to be proud of your skin. I want to be proud of mine. No matter what. And it make a lot of cats uncomfortable. So what's up? We might be around somebody.
It's not the norm,
man. It's not the norm. Nah. Yeah, salute, black man. Appreciate you, black man. And that's my way. So that's what salute. That's where we begin.
Yeah.
So that's where we begin.
Down the fast lane. Hey y'all, I'm artist Billy Stonecipher, and you're watching the Michael Finkley Show. Like a freight train down the fast lane, we're coming.
On the next Michael Finkley, founder and CEO of Threshold Entertainment, filmmaker and executive producer Larry Kasanoff is with us. He talks about his new publication, A Touch of the Madness, and Community Spotlight Series, All New Finkley, Monday.
Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you.
The next one is your spirituality. You say you found him in a church, but not at a church.
Nah. I said I grew up in church.
You grew up in church.
I've been an armor bearer for a mega church.
Mm-hmm.
But I found God. And he confirmed himself to me. One, coming out my crib one night to go make a sale. And the other night was when I was about to get shipped to another location down in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the times where I don't care what, you can't say nothing to me, bro, to tell me he's not real. Because when I caught that last charge, man, I cracked open that Bible in a very different way. Because I had lost everything. I'm facing the trafficking charge. I'm hearing that my condo got raided. My cars done got stolen. Money people trying to send to me ain't making it to me, you know. But I opened up them scriptures, man, and I had an epiphany, man. I'm like, God is always taught to people as if they have to rise to some kind of standard, man, in the beginning. When at the end of the day, if I can read correctly, these are all rejects. This is a murderer. This is a cheater. This is an adulterer. This is a tax collector. I'm like, hold on, I belong. Now I'm an intellectual by heart. Like me, my round table is full of black stoics. So once you let me know, man, there's a lot I can't say. Let me do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do it this way. If you were born in 1980 in a hospital and you got a loving mother and father, and there was another child, make sure I do this right. There's another child born at the very same time, but his mother died while giving birth. She was a single mother, right? Mm-hmm. So your mother, feeling compassion, decides to bring that child in the home at the same time. Y'all grew up together like brothers, almost like Pharaoh and Moses, right? Mm-hmm. But in that child's mind this whole time, he still feels adopted. He still feels like this ain't really my house. This ain't really my mom and my dad. This ain't really my life. He'll enjoy the fruit of the land, but he's gonna always carry that void in his spirit, right? What would happen if one day one of y'all uncover some papers in your mama's room that actually shows you were adopted? If there was a mix-up, and actually he has the birthright. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. You gotta study that shelter so you show yourself approved. But once I realized certain things about the scriptures, they became more personal to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Because you gotta be careful these days. For everything you stand on, you're gonna offend somebody.
Right? This is true.
If you say the dopest color in the world is blue, the Orange Organization of America is gonna be boycotting the stuff. So sometimes I've just learned, man, my opinion ain't always necessary. But that's enough right there for anybody interested to go get on that journey. But that's when it became unbelievably real to me. And the strategies that I built my businesses, the strategies I use in my relationships, they sit right there. I enjoy all kind of books. I'm a nerd. I'm just a nerd with tattoos, bro. I love poetry, Socrates, Plato. I love rhetoric. I'm different, right? But anything I need is in the scripts.
Yeah.
Period.
I got you.
Yeah.
And I feel that's another thing we have in common as well. I grew up in the church as well.
Yeah.
Grandfather was a bishop, grandmother first lady. So as grandkids, we had to go. We had to be.
You ain't get to do that.
Nothing. No, grew up in the apostolic doctrine, so couldn't go to sports events, right? Dance, everything. Church.
Yeah.
But it taught me foundationally that God He always gets what He wants. He always gets what He wants. They laid the foundation for me. But now, as an adult, as a 34-year-old Black male, I can say God is good because I tried Him for myself and I have that relationship with Him. What has God done for you today?
Now let me make sure you asked me. You mean like in my present
Today.
or just in general? In my present?
Today.
Okay. Brought me back to meekness. I didn't realize I had lost that. So my wife's movie came out on Christmas Day, and we did the complete opposite of what people in that position would do. We just turned the world off. We weren't checking social media, we weren't answering the phones, and we went on a fast the next 2 days. And what it showed me, man, was that true humility, right? Because you can have public humility. You can have intimate humility, right? Towards your wife, your kids. You be humble. But like humility before God, man, is getting back in that position, realizing I ain't done nothing. I've not done nothing. He's done this through me, dog. So let me say we, me and my queen, before we bent that corner into everything we prayed for, we lost everything in 07. We lost everything. Like we found love in an empty place, bro. We prayed for this. We did the vision boards. We fasted. We tightened our belts, man. We went on budgets. We made some incredibly tough decisions. And here we are. This is a great moment to forget what we promised Him when we had nothing. We gave Him our word that if You redeem us, if You restore us, if You give us another opportunity, we're going to glorify You every single step of the way we can. We're not going to lose ourselves. We're not going to become, some people can be their own idol. See, we always look at idols like the Ashtaroth and the totem pole looking things, or a different celebrity, but a lot of people have erected themselves as idols in their own life. And all across the board, we just said, nah, man, let us just consecrate ourselves right now in this moment. Let's be in this world, but not of it. And it was the best thing we could have done. And He showed me how to get back into true intimacy with Him, man. Meaning all these contracts coming, all these deals coming, Father, here, show me what You want me to do with it. That's the greatest gift He can give me, man, because success can swallow you, bro. Success can swallow your faith. It can swallow, because it comes after your time. It comes after your energy. It comes after your mental creativity. It comes after everything. And next thing you know, man, you more married to ambition than you are your queen. It's like being at home with your children but not being present. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I made mistakes with my first son. I made mistakes early on in my marriage. I made mistakes with my first business. I've been redeemed, and that comes with responsibility. So you go all the way down to the bottom of my page, man. Nothing goofy, nothing stupid. It's none of your business what kind of car I drive. It's none of your business when I go shopping and I go buy me. That's me and mine. When you see me, you gonna see the mission and family, the mission and family, the mission and family. Because what I desire to do is to make being a God-fearing man, a man of character, an honorable husband, a dedicated father attractive again, right? Because the wrong things are attractive. So I'm hoping some young cat or some old cat be like, that the way he worship God, talking about that, I can get with that. He really rocking with his family like that. He making that thing attractive. That's all I desire, because other than that, why we even got any exchange going on? Because I ain't a celebrity. If you're not a part of my business model, what is we doing? That's it. I don't like taking pictures. I don't. Now you put me in front of a microphone, let me talk. I'm here. But to be posing, trying to do all that, man, that's weird to me, man. I didn't grow up like that. That's why I got no pictures from back in the day. We got none of them. I got no pictures to show you I had braids. Bro, my hair used to be so long. I used to tell a girl, my hair longer than yours. We can't even. I was arrogant, bro. But I ain't got no pictures to show you. We wasn't taking pictures. So now we live in this age, man, where everybody's been permitted to have a voice. There used to be a time, man, when you had to go in your bag and go into your studies and go into your place of creativity and do something that was so grand that you got an opportunity to be on the platform. Just being on the radio was a big deal back in the day. Now, all you need is a login and a password. That's it. And who is you? So I don't want to compete with a lie. I don't want to compete with a lot. So I want to show brothers how to do it quietly, killing it quietly. And my wife is the best distraction I can have. Look at her. Don't pay me no attention. We walk into a room, I let her blind them, and I'm walking around trying to take everything down to the floor, bro. No, that's she got her thing, I got my thing, bro. But together, we tapped in. I got you. Yeah, I don't know what the original question was. Because you already answered it. We're going to call that one long-winded. I'm back to the point, though. That's my one long-winded. Because you've already answered it. Because when I look at you and you begin to speak, I think about one of my favorite scriptures, Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness. Then once you do this, then all these things be added unto you. And I feel that it's a domino effect. Once you keep him first, he makes things happen for you. Sure. And now we can say entrepreneur, right? With salute first. You told us about it a while ago, and the mission behind it. So I have to ask, why is it, because I feel that this encompasses your company, your brand. Why is it so important in 2024 that we as Black males embrace one another? Why is it so important to say, brother, I got you? Why is it so important to say, brother, I love you? Why is that so important? How I want to do that. Identity. Identity is the beginning of all things. Identity. First thing God gonna do is identify himself. He gotta identify himself so he's not one of these other fake. Identity is the beginning of all things. We have lost our identity. When you I was telling people dude one time, man, he had some art with another brother, right? And we had the potential to become violent. I had to help him understand that you're not really mad at him, man. You hate yourself. You've been conditioned to hate yourself. When you hate yourself, man, when you've been conditioned to hate your culture, to hate your history, to hate your skin, to hate the way you talk, the way you dress, this is that to the third, more importantly, anything that you think you lack. Very few people are cutters. Very few people gonna take that and do something self-inflicted. So what we have in a lot of these communities, call it a ghetto, call it the hood, call it the trap, whatever you want, is you have a lot of hurt people taking their frustrations out on each other. But very few of them are looking in the mirror and figuring out how can I rise above this emotion, this circumstance, this predicament, right? It's much easier to cut than it is to heal. It's much easier to tear something down than to build. It takes you 5 years to build a casino. It takes you 15 seconds to bring it down. it's very important for us to show love to one another, to honor each other, to support one another, because it's a reflection that you love yourself. When you love yourself, man, there's certain people you won't play with. When you love yourself, even if you dabble, there'll be certain substances you won't touch. When you love yourself, you'll handle your money different. When you love yourself, man, you'll de-escalate yourself. You cannot get somebody to express to someone else something they don't possess themselves, man. Yeah. That's like going to the bank, bro, having nothing in the account and going and thinking you're gonna make an exchange. There have to be something in something. Yeah. And we have a lot of men that are empty. We have a lot of men that are simple. A lot of men just do not love themselves, man. They don't love themselves. And a lot of that is based on how we've been taught to measure ourselves. We've been taught to measure ourselves that we have no value if we don't produce. You got values. Oh, I like it. Thank you, Father. Melanin, you got more of it than me. I'm jealous. It's one thing I love about my wife, man. Every single day I compliment her chocolate skin. Listen to me. Melanin. Do we even understand how valuable melanin is? Do you know a homeless man is worth millions? That's cool. Melanin is traded on the stock market. They are trying to create, no, not trying, they have created synthetic forms of melanin to work in processors and computer chips and all these, the thing that's in our skin. If I'm a hustler, I'm definitely gonna try to make you hate the thing that's most valuable. I get a better price for it. So why do we walk around with such poverty mentalities and we hate the skin we in when the very skin you carrying, bro, you might be like 1.5, 1.7 right now. See, I might be by like $500,000 because see, somebody decided to make a cocktail back in the tavern of my past, right? You know, but at the end of the day, that's identity. Yeah. So one of the first things you got to take when you want to tell other people is this sense of identity. But at the end of the day, there's a homeless man sitting on the curb, feels like he has nothing. Maybe it could lift him up, even if he just knew, bro, you are wealthy. You are walking, breathing wealth. Go reproduce it. Go flip it. Invest yourself into something, man. Never alone. So every day I hit the flow, bro. I'm wealthy. I'm a king. I'm purpose. I'm on a mission. The universe will be in to match my efforts because this belongs to the Most High. This is nothing. This is nothing. So if I put something out there and I know it aligns with him, it shall be done, man. It shall be done, period. That's it. This Pathway Center we about to open in March, man. It wasn't even 6 months ago. I said, yo, we were opening a Pathway Center. I did it with Salute Verde. I walked out of a prison one day and I was so inspired. I said, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that. I tell you what, we're gonna start the Salute First Academy of Men. Bro, I didn't know what, bro. You know how many days I thought about taking that post down? Oh man, there was so many days I was like, yo, I don't put my mouth out there. I don't even get on social media like that. I don't went out there and I left it. Go down my page, man. I'm sitting in a car. It's 2000 and something, but you go all the way and then you look at what we're doing now. Same thing with the Pathway Center. I said, this is what's needed. He's showing it to me. I can see it. This is it. This is it. I want to see high levels of technology in some of the most, disadvantaged areas. I ain't know that. We about to open it up in March, though. So that's just where I'm at right now. God is a gangster. He said, try me. Try me. Try me. And I'm going to try him. I'm gonna try him. But you don't when he says that, you don't think of it in that sense. You don't think of it like that, bro. He coming up, he saying, man, try me, cuz. So I'm sitting there gangster enough to be like, what you want to do? But that's the beauty of it. It has to be for the betterment of other people. I'm not asking God to try me for a Bugatti. Yeah. It's a Pathway Center. You know what I'm saying? When your values and your morals are aligned. So that's the way that I'm on, man. I got you. That's the way that I'm on. I got you. How do you teach the young men, because you impact a lot of young men out there with your speaking, how do you impact them in telling them what is a man? How do you describe that when that question is asked? Or even in your own description? That's a great question, because one of the very first things we do is we separate the concept of a male and a man. You don't think about that though. Because you think it's all together. But you see it though, because we got a world full of grown-up males. We got very few men. Whatever it is in society you don't like, we're responsible. Pick one. Pick one. child sex trafficking, the twerking pandemic, the opioid crisis, the crack epidemic. It don't matter. When you get rid of skin color, at the end of the day, it's a man on the sticks. Like people say all the time, man, we need to get these women to lower their values, but we did it. We invest. When the last time you've been on Instagram or social media and you saw somebody got a Birkin for going to law school? When's the last time you been on social media and you saw a successful woman who opened up her own practice, have her husband come and get her a Rolls Royce? These are the things we invested in. We said you're not worth nothing unless you got a squeaky back. We're communicating this out here in the open, right? We are responsible. So the first thing is understanding that there's a lot of males out there, but number one, when it comes to a man, is leadership, period. You've been given a certain territory, even if it's just the governance of your own home. You are responsible for that, what you create. You, as a matter of fact, we're teaching you, you're responsible for everybody you encounter. Wherever your feet tread is your territory, your domain. You might not have ownership, but you can have dominion, right? Ownership and control are two different things. So no matter where your feet tread, bro, you are responsible. You're responsible to make sure that that woman, that child is safe. You are responsible to make sure that there's order. You're responsible to make sure that there's a sense of peace and harmony. Well, why are you there? So that's the first thing we do, man, is understand your leadership, responsibility, and you have to create. Men were designed to create. And you're going to always abuse a woman, abuse a child, abuse yourself when you don't have your hands to nothing, because your innate nature is to build. But you're not building that sitting out there on the block. I've been out there. So you try to, you start to build egos and facades and reputations and but all that comes down to dust is built on sand. So all men have a responsibility to lead, to produce. You're not, your value is not based on what you produce. Your value in life is based on how you operate in harmony with the world around you. That's from nature to your community to your growth. Harmony is what we're supposed to establish and create so that everything else around. Oh, best example. Thank you, Father. Husbandry. Husbandry, if you study it, is about gardening. It's about gardening. You know, God always uses certain metaphors, right? He loves to go to the vineyard or to planters or talk about harvest because there's so many principles in it. Husbandry, right? So I took my, this gonna work good. So I took my wife down to Daniel Stowe's botanical garden, right? It was a long shot because I knew she liked flowers because I buy flowers a lot, but I was like, going to look at flowers all day, like, is she really gonna be with the wave? I had a time of my life. We walking through this joint with so many beautiful flowers and they're organized and plants and joints that only grow this time of year or every 3 years, bro. It was fire, right? I was like, yeah, I did that. Took her to see some flowers. I ain't got to buy nothing for money, right? Oh my. Take that. No, just kidding. But here's the kicker though. Not once while we were having that experience, not once while we were taking pictures, not once while we were having those emotional euphoric moments, right? Not once did we ask to speak to the gardener. His fingerprint is everywhere. This is his domain. This is what he created. I know it's multiple, metaphorically, right? But not once did we give thought. We admired the beauty of his creation. That's what it is. We got too many men out there wanting validation and want to be seen, and therefore, when you do that, you only building you. You only praising you. But those husbands, those good men that are behind the scenes and ain't doing a lot of talking. I tell people all the time, don't ask me if I'm a good husband. Look at my garden. Look at my wife. Since I've been in my life. Look at my children. Since I've been in their life, or we had, Keziah, she's too, we had her together. Look at my garden. Look at my mom. Look at my mother-in-law. Look at where I have domain. Look at my partners. Look at my team from Rock Soul to Salute First. Look at everything within my spirit, and then you can judge me. I don't got to sit and tell you I'm a good man, bro. I ain't got to tell you none of that. Look at my garden. And sometimes when I look at men's gardens, I'm looking at your children. I'm looking at your wife. I'm looking at the dynamic between your mother and your mother-in-law. I'm looking at your teammates. I'm looking at your cohort. I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you ain't got the green thumb. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I rock, bro. I'm not anywhere, but I'm everywhere. I'm not anywhere, but I'm everywhere.
It reminds me of a good harvest. You know, we work and work.
You got me trying to sit all up. I be slouching, man. I want to get it right, but hey, let me get my posture.
You know, this is me. This is me. But it reminds me of a good harvest. You know, we work and work and work, and at the end, we get to feast on what our hard work has done for us.
What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Prince Workworm, and I play Jacob in Fati Seduction, and you guys are watching the Michael Finkley Show.
Are you looking for a show full of joy, comfort, and laughter? Well, watch The Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network, YouTube, and all podcast platforms.
Looking for some of the best soul food right here in Mullins, South Carolina? I promise you, come on down to Garden Alley.
Our great salad, fabulous, or Watergate, or potato salad, or chicken and fresh, macaroni and cheese is salted to perfection. I haven't found anything that's not great. Best ever.
Banana pudding, cakes, pies. Yeah. Selection is huge. Garden Alley is an awesome place to eat. I really love it.
Come by and see the amazing staff at Garden Alley, downtown Mullins.
The next phase, family. Your husband.
Indeed, full grown.
You are full grown husband.
Yeah.
And you mentioned your wife, Fantasia.
Mm-hmm.
And again, congratulations to both of you on the movie, The Color Purple, the nominations, everything.
I'm so proud, man.
Definitely. When it comes to being a husband, what has Fantasia taught you that you didn't know going into your marriage?
I'm so glad you asked me that, man. I have spoken in many different atmospheres, and it's always the reverse, and I have to correct it. Mm-hmm. So salute, man. That woman, man.
You gonna make me cry, sir.
Yeah,
you're not gonna do it.
I love her that much, man. She's rare. She's rare. That's another way I know God loves me, bro. To give me her, that's scripture in itself. But she taught me how to love, man. Shifting between them paradigms we spoke earlier, man. You have to. I master suppression. I don't dwell on nothing. I also, the dichotomy of it is I also have a struggle celebrating stuff. Like I'll do an accomplishment, and the only thing I can think of is how it connects to the next dot.
I read the same, sir.
I don't sit in it and be like, yo. I'll be like, okay, bet. So now that we close that, now we'll she teaches me to the point she'll go get a bottle and say here, don't move till you drink it. Because I suppressed my way through life, right? But her love through a lot of different scenarios, man, taught me how to be courageous enough to first let her love on me and then be able to love in return, man. So she taught me what the true essence of what love is in a relationship, man. Like, hands down. And I think the side effects of that bleed out to those that I love as well. So my children get a better father, my mother gets a better son, friends get a better brother. You know what I mean? She cracked that code, man. And that's why I gave her a child, bro. You gotta understand, I'm a man of discipline. I'm gonna say that one more time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a man of discipline. Define. I had my son when I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't had Keziah till 25 years later. I'm a man of discipline. So when we first got married, she wanted a child off the rip. I'm like, no. I get it. Again, I look at the world a little different. Let's let our existing kids jail. Let's build a relationship with them. Let's get out, you know. But I love her so much that when the time, and I told her, you won't be on stage with my baby. We ain't doing that around here. I say, we gonna make sure things are structured. You gonna be pregnant. You gonna sit down. You gonna have what you never had. I'm gonna get what I never got. Like, we gonna, yeah. I'm gonna come back, right?
Uh-huh.
We were sitting in the doc office, man, and we were great. Do the in vitro joint or something, because you know our tubes are closed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, our tubes are closed, man. We was great. We did all the tests and tried to open one and whoop, and it wouldn't work. And we were sitting there, man. We was ready to pay this ticket. You know what I mean? I said, I agreed to do it. I agreed. Mm-hmm. So imagine, right? I agreed, because there were many times I would come in and like, she crying. She said on the floor crying. You know what I'm saying? When we not pregnant, right? My domain. So I agreed. Let's pay for it. See, we got it. All right, man. I got up in that office, bro. I'm sitting there just like this, bro. And I said, man, let me interrupt you. I said, nope. I said, we're not finna do this. I said, God gonna give us a baby the natural way, and He gonna get the glory from it. We're not doing this. Like, doctor looking at me, wife like, you know what I mean? Feel me? We're talking about that part, like the cost of staying. Right. We got Keziah, and my wife named her Keziah, because, so I'm coming back. My wife named her Keziah because she always looked, you know, my favorite book is the book of Job. You know, Job lost everything because that was important. You got, man, there's so much in this, bro. Like, when it comes to her, bro, like, you know how many people she was taking care of when she was up? How could you ever be down? My God. So for her losing everything, man, and having to get herself back up, I tell her all the time, I said, I hate I wasn't in your life, but God makes no mistakes. I said, I wish I could have been by your side that very first time you came back on stage. You understand what that felt like, man? After you've been plastered over the news and people who never gave you music that kind of attention, right? That first time you come back out on stage to face the world, man, I wish I could have been there. But anyway, so she wanted to name her Keziah based on the book of Job, and looked up her name and said spicy, whatever. So interesting, a couple of weeks ago, I'm reading the Hebrew context of it, and it says restored to the heart of God. So Keziah's name in Hebrew means restored to the heart of God, which is where we spend. So anyway, so because she loved me so much and I love her so much, I agreed to give her something that I was never willing to give nobody else. When I had my son at 15, I said, okay, this is how this works. I got it. No more. Boom. So think about it, 25 years in between, bro. 25 years, but I love her so much that I was willing to get off how I envision life. What I said it should be structured as to say, let's do it together. And every time I see Keziah's, man, Keziah, you know, it reflects the love that we have with each other. And again, you know, how He restored us back to His heart.
Yeah. And being His husband and compromising and praying and being together, how did you learn to be a husband? Or are you still learning?
Them scripts. See, everybody like, listen, I'm sophisticated enough. I can give you what you want to hear.
I don't want that.
I mean, like more so, like, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna give them what I prayed before we started this podcast today. When we prayed, was just like, yo, let us get out the way, man, and give you anything of impact and nothing that's an impression. Them scriptures, man, show me how to think, how to handle money, how to manage my emotions, how to gauge different seasons, how to forecast different trends. There's nothing new under the sun. What's old becomes new, what's new becomes old. Ain't cats wearing bell bottoms again? Mm-hmm. What's old becomes new, what's new becomes old. There's nothing new under the sun. Right. So it taught me how to be a husband because it taught me how to be a man. Mm. You can't be no husband if you haven't first become a man. You should have built something. That don't mean you gotta be wealthy, but you gotta be able to show that you can build and manage others before you think you can build a family. You've been an employee in the bottom of a basement of a company where you have no human interaction and no responsibility. You think you're gonna go lead a family? No, that's why Adam was hustling before Eve came and pulled up on the block. He was out there getting the coins, making his moves, you know, naming things, his domain. He brought her into his domain. So I'm not here to tell him, man, you gotta have everything together. Because I both had everything together and then lost everything while being a husband. I've had the code switch. When I met her, I'm saying pretty millions coming in, right? Same time, you know, she go through stuff with her company, I go through with my company, man. I still got to lead, even though I'm in a season of serving. So I've seen both sides of it. But first, you got to become a man. You got to become a man. And the scriptures helped, continue to help, continue to chasten me, continue to rebuke me, and keep me corrected. Because where else am I going to go get it? Where else am I going to go get it? The news, social media, all that is full of nonsense, man. And it's a distraction to the betterment of somebody else's pocket. No. I didn't have a father where I saw it modeled. I didn't, no. My Father in heaven has guided me every step of the way, man. I think we're doing a pretty decent job. I agree. We about to hit 10 years in a couple of months, man. 10 years. I've never done nothing in my life consistently for 10 years versus being a husband. I've never done any, maybe mess up, get high, you know, back in the day, like, you know, from 13 to 20, but putting my hands to something and being committed to it. My marriage is my masterpiece. My marriage will be my masterpiece. Yeah, you're not gonna see Salute rise and see my heart fall. You're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see Salute rise and my kids start being, you know, unruly and you know, because they crying out. No. My family is an enterprise, and I'm gonna make sure everything is in agreement. Gotcha. Period. Even if I gotta, boom, pack up, go do what I gotta do to keep us with. Hey, so be it, man. I got you. So be it. I can get down anywhere. If I can get down in the jail cell, if I can get down in the crack house, if I can get down in the one office, if I can get down in all. Sometimes we forget the beginnings, man. We get too comfortable. Mm-hmm. That's why we teach too much comfort produces discomfort. Discomfort would always produce comfort. So I embraced them discomfortable places, man. I found myself kind of, I ain't gonna say complaining, but getting real irritable last year. And one thing, I'm like, no, let's just not forget. Let's not forget. Thank you, Father. Let's not forget. Because if I get to a place where I need this and I need that, He can't send me everywhere He needs to send me. Bro, when I go down to Louisiana, man, to do my work, man, I said, let me let y'all know how I rock. Now, there's the travel with his wife, Kendall, and then there's the travel money gonna make sense, Kendall, right? When I go down here to do my work, bro, I stay at a Quality Inn. It's $60 a night. I do not cut the TV on. I got a gym membership at the gym across the street, because when I go down there, man, I'm going to work. I'm not trying to be comfortable, because they was putting me up at Oak Alley and all these night classes. And number one, you're spending too much money. You're not thinking about the long game, right? I'm going to cut myself, I'll let you cut me. And two, I'm going to stay focused. Again, paradigms, right? Nah, bro, I don't get this thing twisted, man. When I go on vacation, we do private. We have a great time. Right. When it's time to do my work, man, I want to get down with people. And I'm cool with that, bro. Now, I got my J's on today. We'll do the red bottoms this week with the wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to lose that, man, because when you become a prima donna, God can't use you like that, man. Yeah. And I make promises to Him. And He's been faithful. I desire to be faithful. They say when you respect, I think Tony Evans said, he said, when you honor His Godhood, He will bless your manhood. So I'm on a mission to see how much I can glorify and honor my father, man, to see what he's doing in my life for the betterment of other people. I can't lose. Think about it, bro.
Never.
Think about it, bro.
Never.
If you standing up under the Most High and you tell him to make you a river, right, to flow to other people, you ain't gonna get none of them fish? Huh?
Come on.
You know, I can't be in the fish, in the lake fly fishing like they be real. I'm talking about being in the midst of the current. If you're in the midst of the current, bro, you're gonna have everything that you need as long as they can focus. But see, when we start operating out of fear, because we don't know who we are, and we don't love ourselves, because we can't love another individual. If you can't love them, you'll never master relationship management. You know what I'm saying? So then you bound by what's in your pocket versus what's in your temple. Nah, bro, I'm standing right in the midst of a current of the Most High. Me and my wife, bro, I don't mind. You know, because my basket's full. What I'm starting doing is start chucking fish up on the dock, letting them die, being greedy. Like, nah. And that way we can go where we go, bro. We don't always need security. Because we walk in love, we walk in harmony, we walk in peace, bro. You know how many times I don't got to country with my wife? I have never taken security. We talking about it now because she gonna decide to go do some big old movie, you know, maybe some people heard about, right? But I'm talking about the demonstration, bro. I ain't giving off gangster talk. I'm not giving off gangster energy, bro. It's love and it's harmony, bro. We've been in some of the craziest places. I'm talking about down in Dun River Falls. Y'all heard of it. Ain't nothing but 30 Jamaican dudes walking out that joke. And I had a moment. But then I realized, like, it's all love. And that's what I want, bro. I got you. I want love and heart again, being at peace. If you give me time, it always comes back, right? Being at peace with the universe around you, man, from nature to people to your family. That's what it's about. And I want to experience that around the globe so that other men can have the same thing, man. There's somebody sitting in the prison cell right now who has a billionaire mentality and capacity. He just needs somebody to spark and provoke him. Because I was the same dude sitting in the jail cell, and 3 years later, I'm a multi-millionaire. From trucking. I can't change the oil on my car to this day. I just realized that moving packages is moving packages. I got you. So that's it, man. I just want more men to understand that and have that. It's not okay, bro. It's not okay for just some of us to be comfortable and to not have to worry about gas prices. And I want as many men as possible to have that, because that's when the world becomes a better place, when he can feel like a man and he can take care of his children and he feels safe. And, you know, he gets some more exposure. That's how you make the world a better place, man. Show people how to live and dwell in their home.
I agree with all that you've done in your life thus far, because you still got more to do.
Oh, yes, sir.
We know that.
Yes, sir.
We know that.
Oh, yes,
Proud
sir.
of yourself?
I am. Yeah, watch you. I am, man. I said it for the first time maybe 2 months ago. I was on the phone with one of my dudes, man, and I said, you know what, bro, I'm proud of myself, man. I think I never said it to myself because the little boy in me is always looking for his daddy to say it. That's what we all carry. So I push myself about, not validation, but success and all these different things, because you want somebody to prove that you can ride as a man. And nobody can say it like your daddy. But I had to let that go and realize he been proud of me the whole day. He was proud when he said, God, I almost got kidnapped. He was proud of me because I called on the name of Jesus. He was proud of me for that. And he gave me the strength to still be here talking to you today. Ain't nowhere I was supposed to make it out that night. There was no way. It's impossible. It's impossible. Dude with a gun to your head and the other one tying your hands, you about high. I don't know how many pills I took that night, and I'm here. I got beat like, but I'm here. So, for what it's worth, man, I'm proud of myself, because he's been proud of me the whole time. And if he can be proud of me, if he can give me a shot of redemption, if he could put something in me, man, that could make a break, if he could bring me to in the world we living in, the type of woman I got, man, what you think? Where I'm gonna go? I tell people all the time, what I look like cheating when I'm gonna hop in the side chick car, she gonna have a wife in the playlist. What I look like, right? How that's gonna feel, right? The truth is, I'm like, yeah, right? But I'm saying, like, if God loves me that much, man, I'm proud that I've done something. To earn his love, man, his forgiveness and protection. other than that, man, like all this stuff fades away. I got him. You feel me? That's all I've been through. I got him. Man, they be all right.
Oh man, you gotta come back.
I'll pull up.
You gotta come back.
I'll pull up.
Oh my gosh,
it was very comfortable.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sometimes I be sweating up under here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thank God that my head don't ball sweat when I be intense. But like I've been measuring that the whole time. I'm very comfortable with your spirit, man. I appreciate the real thoughtful questions, man. Yes, I value that. I'm glad, man. This is, like I said, I think it's my first podcast, so let this be the standard.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Let us be the standard.
Always.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you too, black man. I appreciate you too, black man. You know what I mean? My son, heroes. Yeah, man, it was an honor, man. Salute.
We're right back, man.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ed Piotrowski with ABC15, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned, and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop. And so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city. Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how good their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. I would love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
On the next Michael Finkley, founder and CEO of Threshold Entertainment, filmmaker and executive producer Larry Kasanoff is with us. He talks about his new publication, A Touch of the Madness, and Community Spotlight Series, All New Finkley, Monday.
Join the She Trucking Foundation today and be a part of a supportive community of women in the trucking industry. Unlock exclusive access to valuable resources, including mentorship, educational workshops, and networking opportunities. Whether you're an experienced professional or just starting your trucking journey, She Trucking is here to empower you and help you thrive. Visit www.shetrucking.com to join us and drive your trucking career to new heights.
Hi, I am Sandy Sanders. I am the host and creator of the Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. We are powered by the CTRI Media Network. Working with the CTRI Media Network truly has been a blessing to me. It's been very rewarding for my podcast. I have been doing live streams for a little over 3-4 years and knew that I had wanted to start a podcast, but just was not sure how. Well, lo and behold, yes, the founder, Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, has truly helped me with my visibility by promoting my services and the products that we offer through our training and through monthly training, helping me hone in on my craft and increasing my sales. So CTR Media Network makes sure that the podcasters in the network are aware of the streaming trends and techniques and support to our growth. It has been an amazing journey thus far, and I highly recommend the CTRI Media Network. I made the right decision by being a part of the CTRI Media Network family.